And thanks for staying with us now. World Urbanism Day, also known as World Town Planning Day, is annually celebrated across the globe on the 8th of November to recognize and promote the role of thorough planning in creating livable communities. Now, the day focuses on the aims, objectives, and progress of urban and regional planning across the globe. We desperately need this day in Lagos, Nigeria. I don't know about any other place in Nigeria, but Lagos is in desperate need of urban planning. Like we haven't really. When I look at some Ibadan as well, when I look at some clusters, I'm wondering like, how are you guys even thinking, right? Like some spaces actually are depressing. Just going over the helicopter or maybe from an aerial view of our planning is horrible, right? I mean, just in my estate, there was a place that was earmarked to create a recreational center for children, like build basketball courts, different kinds of things, like a playground. They've built houses there on it. You know, even though the residents fought, at some point they took the court. They are building, and it's not like we do not even have that consciousness that living space is not just about building. The environment, everything is part of living space, and that's why I really appreciate Uti's estate. I mean, she beat her chest and she will tell you there are rules. If you see the massive spaces they've kept for, they have massive tennis courts, they have massive they have so many things. So you living in that space, right, you're actually alive because there's so many things. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because there's so many things that you can do. You can take long walks, you can join a tennis club, you can do anything you want to do in the place, right? Not this one that we are battling where you're supposed to put swimming pool, you have gone to build house there.
It's 4-bedroom terrace. And
they will not tell you, come and pay 1 billion naira.
Yeah.
It's horrible. We don't have any culture for planning in this country. Like everything they see like this, as the landlord they see in the space like this.
Yeah, because even now
you see money.
It's just building along the coastal road.
Yes.
And I don't understand what the
on our drainages, on our canals we're building. You know, and again, even with people that had old houses, you know, old houses, they had big structures in the land. Now, JVs will buy it and build 50 terraces inside one place.
It's just that. Now they are even converting it to mini flats. They now create 10 mini flats out of a former 5-bedroom duplex, and I'm like, how is that even supposed to?
They'll tell you that the architect he goes school. But hey, I mean, please, we need urbanization in Lagos, Nigeria. We need it in other parts of Nigeria, but Lagos is we are in desperate need of it. So let's quickly go for our news story. Chinelo, let me come to you first. What did you find for us?
Okay, quite an interesting one. Hermes has been dragged because of his outfits to the premiere of Black Panther. So Twitter, I always say Twitter is not a nice place to be, really. So Twips knocked BB Niger Hermes over Chad Boswick costume. I don't know how this happened, because I was saying to someone who is a diehard Tiana fan and will literally have my neck for saying this, but there's certain mistakes that are not permissible. Because how is it that, okay, first you're trying to create an impression with an outfit, and this is a prominent actor in this movie Black Panther, he's even late, and then okay, because of that you're regarding him and you're saying RIP to this person, and instead of spelling his name correctly, Chadwick Boseman, you then say Chad Boswick. And she had the guts to make a video, and she kept going on RIP Chad Boswick, RIP. And I'm like, so how do you want to come out tomorrow? Yes, how do you want to come out tomorrow and say it's a lie or it was a mistake or something? Very embarrassing situation. Let's not even get to the NTA.
Do you know for a minute when you said Charles Boswick, I was talking in my head. Who is Charles Boswick?
Like, really? We know.
Oh my God.
Something that I even saw on Twitter. Somebody said Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. Chad Boswick is Black Panther.
I'm telling you, because it doesn't exist. Doesn't make any sense. No, that was a complete error.
Honestly,
that's embarrassing to the
And he then wore it.
I'm surprised Hermes saw that and
still wore it.
Like, I'm very surprised.
Were they trying to rebrand his name in death?
I don't know. And nobody told him.
I'm wondering. So many things could have. He could have taken off that cape, really.
You would have taken off the
because
cape.
He looked really good. He looked nice.
That whole inscription behind.
Was
And they even put
sad.
his picture.
Is it
They
that-
didn't put the picture. We could have said he was talking about somebody else, but they put Chadwick Boseman's picture right there.
So you can't even deny.
Oh my god. That's a total
Is that
blunder.
he didn't see it?
That's a total blunder.
It is.
Tiana,
Very
Tiana,
big
and
was dealing with a
and
professional.
Hermes.
her muse. What did they call this one?
Yeah.
now?
I don't think he had time to check.
No, it's horrible.
You didn't have time to check
Trust me,
what
he
you're
won't have
wearing.
time to check. He just trusted the designer.
But when you are
This-
outside there now, somebody will
somebody
tell
must
you.
have told you that this was
Yeah,
wrong.
but you're already there.
You
No,
can't
you take it
go
off.
back.
You
You
take off
can't
the clip.
remove
They
it.
snap pictures.
If it's you,
And we go home.
No, look at the front of the outfit. It looked good.
Really
It
good.
would have looked good without that cape. She could have taken off. The thing is, see, we're not even getting. The thing is, she didn't know. But that's why we say it's not just about sewing clothes and giving somebody clothes to sew. You have to know what it is you're doing. That's why people go to fashion school.
Mary's laughing.
It goes a long way
Because you were supposed to Google.
You know?
Do you, no, but this is it.
Google has made it
Do you
so
know
easy.
that in other climes they can actually sue
They would-
them and
of
they would
course.
pay heavily for that? It's a complete blunder. You shouldn't have done that. Tiana, yes, Google is your friend.
But Tiana that we know, Tiana will come back and come and tell us once. And we
That what?
Hey,
No.
hey, me or more Yoruba.
No, there's nothing she wants to say
Wait.
to come out from
It's
this.
just an error.
No, that's not an error. That's a complete.
She just- I
That's a
don't-
complete.
well,
then you're
Catastrophe.
going around with a video. Chad Boswick,
Chad Boswick.
I was thinking, who is Boswick? NJ, please, your story.
Okay, so my story is multinationals such as General Mills, CVS, United Airlines, Audi, Mazda, and many others have suspended ads on Twitter following the layoff of 3,700 employees of the company, representing 50% of the workforce. Apart from the above companies, that other advertisers boycotting Twitter would include American Express, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Spotify,
O2T
Ford,
there.
Forbes, etc.
O2T's there.
That's my story.
Gen Z.
So you can imagine what is going on. I think a lot of people are just on pause because they don't understand what Elon Musk is about to do.
That's the point with this. You see, that's why I'm saying that the owner of Twitter that started another, what do you call them, Blue Sky, I mean, Blu-ray. What did he call it? There's a blue, there's a something there. It's no, because I don't get where he's taking this Twitter thing to. First of all, you wanted to charge $20 for verification monthly. Like, that is
They have
ridiculous.
reduced it now.
To eight.
To what? To $8 per
$8,
month.
yeah.
It's still
And
ridiculous.
he's responding to everybody that has anything to say.
No,
about
anything
it.
you have to say, he has an
Tell you,
opinion.
say,
Say
when you
money
finish
is not
talking,
his
come and pay
issue.
$8.
So
I don't need verification. I have never wanted it. When they decide to wake up and put a blue tick to my name, that's their headache. I have blue ticked myself from day one. But I'm saying to you that now you see what is going on.
Yeah.
Laying off of staff, so many things that are going on in the company. The only way they can put a check to this kind of person is what these companies are doing, because they are the ones that sustain. That's why I'm saying that he doesn't need to charge, because people actually pay
hey, yeah.
to
the
be
advertising.
yes, the advertising. So
ads
the agencies, right? I mean the ad agencies
yeah.
are spending a lot of money on social media across board. So why you would now be bringing up different kinds of rules?
You can imagine
That
the
is why
names.
you have so much traffic there, because it is free. Once you start to put money to it, you lose it. You know, and this is what we're seeing. This is just the beginning. Let's move on. It'll be all right.
New UK advisory declares Abuja relatively safe. A statement by the British High Commission says the UK government has updated its travel advisory, indicating that Abuja is now relatively safe. I'm actually confused about this Abuja situation, because none of our local news ever declared the states unsafe.
It was just the US and the UK.
Yeah, so
international agencies.
did they get an inside information that were after them because they started moving all their
Embassy staff
and
and
all expatriates, started leaving. So what's the verification about this? Our government did not respond to it. We're just
Well, I mean, we had the guest, remember the SDP presidential candidate saying that it was exaggerated. Now you're saying that, it's not that, yes, it's not that, he's not far from what the truth really is, right? I mean, because I also saw another report that says about 22 states are unsafe to go. Like, people should keep your advice to yourself, right? We already know what our challenges are in the country. That's all I can say. Honestly, I keep your advice, right? We know what the challenges are. What we're doing is we're hoping that our own, it's not really about foreigners telling us what to do. What will give me more comfort is if I'm hearing from our security personnel, our president, our leaders, saying this is what is going on, right? Because if we hear advisories, these are just advisories until we hear from our people, so before we then act on it. So let's just keep it that way. Hearing from our people, marketers have said, tough times ahead.
Hey.
200 naira per litre. See, please. First of all, let me just state that if you want to remove subsidy, just remove it already. Let us know where we are. Let's know what our reality. They never remove it like that. So the cost of premium motor spirit, that's the PMS, popularly called Petrol, has risen as high as 200 naira per litre at depots. Let me tell you something. Some states actually pay more than this. If you buy in the north, I mean, they're paying way higher.
In the east,
right? So which means that motorists should brace up to buy PMS about 200 naira per litre at filling station. It was learned that on Monday the cost of petrol was about 178 to 185 naira per litre, and this has jacked up private depot owners due to the drop in the supply in Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited, that's the NNPC Limited, amongst others. This came both as the independent marketers of Nigeria and the Petroleum Retail Outlet Owners Association told our correspondent that tankers were now spending more than 1 week on queues for petrols at the depot. So, I mean, selling petrol at 200 naira per litre is not news to some people. My parents live in the north. They tell you they've never bought petrol at the price that we're buying. So I'm saying that yes, by the time all of these things, let's have complete removal of the subsidy. Let's know what our realities are. Do you understand? So what it means is some of us will decide to say, maybe I'm not going to be driving my car every day. I might be entering. No, it's true. You then plan your movement. If you do not have any anything important, you stay in your house, right? And just go for important meetings and all of that. So you know that once you're spending money, you're going to go and make money. That's why you're spending your money on fuel. So, I mean, that's what I think. Tough times, they will always come. Honesty, I want us to rise above this fuel matter, because anything around scarcity again, I don't even want to see it. Now, once my tank shifts like this, any petrol station I see, I'm refilling, because I don't even
never know.
because you can just wake up overnight and
I fuel on Monday. I was like, this should not be the price, because I didn't check what they
I
were
bought from
saying.
half tank
And
today
it was
over
an
10,000, almost
NNPC, because I tried to buy
11,000.
an NNPC, because I said, I've not spent this more, even to fill up the tank. I was just going. So when you were reading this thing, I was like,
That's why.
This is why.
That's why, because I just bought fuel today, half tank. Right, normally it should not even be more than maybe 6,000 or something. I bought it about
8K.
almost 11,000 from half tank to fill it back up. Like,
11 will fill up my tank before, not now.
Not the new, this new.
Let's wait.
Engine.
That's why I'm saying that they should just give us our reality. Let's just wake up and just face it. So we know whether we want to start looking for what's it called?
Bicycles,
no,
scooters.
like what they call pool cars. So I'll say, Mary, when are you going to work? Can I join you?
I actually be walking to the office.
Well, you can walk, right? I don't mind having a scooter or a bicycle or something, or a power bike. Yeah. On that note, let's take a break. Let's talk abuse of power. Stay with us. We'll be right back.